Okay, in the previous session, we were discussing regarding the problems with the when the object is not visible, when the base of the object is not visible, and but they are in the same vertical plane. Now we are going to discuss in today's class. We will be discussing one more case when the base of the object is it is inaccessible and it is going to have in the not in the same vertical plane. That means we have shifted the instrument from one place to the other place horizontally, right? We have shifted the instrument from one place to the another place horizontally. We have shifted. In the previous classes, what used to happen? We used to shift it in the same vertical planes. Means by transiting, we will be shifting the instrument in a straight line, right? In a straight line we were shifting, but here in this condition we will be shifting the instrument to the different part, or we will be having both the horizontal and the vertical angle. Why we are going to have the horizontal angle is we are shifting the instrument from one place to another place. We will be shifting it. Okay, and we will be taking down the vertical angle, or the vertical plane is going to be changed. Since we are shifting the instrument from one place to another place without a transiting, right? So what is happening now? We will be changing they are not in the same vertical plane. Okay, so that means we need to have the measurement, both the angle, your measurements we need to have. Right now, what first we do is we will be shift uh, placing our instrument at P, right? Set the instrument at P, level it accurately, and then with respect to the altitude bubble, we are going to level it and then measure the angle of elevation at Q, right? We are going to measure the angle of elevation at Q, and we will be noting down the theta 1 value. We will be noting down the theta 1 value by keeping the instrument at P, and we will be looking at Q, and we will be measuring the angle theta 1. Okay, then sight the instrument with respect to the R, right? Sight the instrument with respect to R, right? And then we will be keeping the horizontal circle 0, right, when we are taking this particular reading, and then we will be swinging the instrument, right, the swinging the telescope, and then we will looking towards the object B, right, or the station B, or we will be looking towards the station R, right? We will be looking, and we will be noting down the angle, right? We will be noting down the angle alpha. We will be noting down the angle alpha. Okay, or we will be noting down the angle alpha. So this is how we will be measuring from P to R. We will be having the measurement. Okay, then, right, then what we will be doing, we will be measuring the angle theta 1 over here, and we will be measuring the alpha from A to Q. In order to measure the vertical angle, what we are going to do, we will be measuring the angle theta 1, and in order to measure from A to, right, from P to R, we will be measuring the horizontal angle alpha, right? Then what we are going to do is we will be we will be shifting the instrument to R, right? And then from here itself, from P itself, we will be noting down the staff reading at yes, right? From P, we will be noting down, we will be looking towards Q, we will be noting the vertical angle theta 1, and from P, we will be looking towards the object R, and we will be noting down the horizontal angle alpha. And then we will be from here itself, we will be looking towards the staff, and then we will be noting down the height. Okay, so this is how we will be noting from A. Now we are from P. Now we will be shifting the instrument to the R, and we will be noting down, we will be looking towards the point Q, and we will be noting down the angle theta theta 2 we will be noting, and then from R we will be looking towards P, and we will be measuring the angle beta, right? From P we will be measuring the vertical angle theta 1, and we will be looking towards R, and we will be measuring alpha. And then from B we will be looking towards Q, we will be measuring the vertical angle theta 2, and we will be noting down from R to P, we will be looking and we will be measuring the angle beta. Now, right now we will be getting this here. If you see B, Q, Q dash, right? We will be Q, B, Q and Q double dash. We will be getting, right? We will be getting the angle H2, right? And from A, Q, Q1, we will be getting the height H1. From B, Q, Q double dash, we will be getting H2. And from Q dash, A and Q, we will be getting the height H1. Okay. Now we will see what formula we will be using in order to see. This is the distance, right? This is the distance B between P and R. This is the horizontal distance between P and R. So it is small d, and the capital, this particular distance between P and Q dash is nothing but is D. Okay. So then we will be having, right? All these are all these calculation, but we are interested in these particular formulas. These formulas we are interested in. So we will, how H1 is going to be determined, that we will see. Now H1 can be determined. This H1 can be determined, right? This H1 can be determined using the formula here theta, right? We will be determining this H1 by using the formula D1 tan theta 1. Okay, so what is D now? This is what your D tan theta 1. So this vertical angle, right? D tan theta 1, right? Here, this is your D and tan theta 1. By using this, we are going to find out this H1. So H1, how we are going to determine this H1? It is D sine beta, right? That is D sine beta is what? This is D sine beta. So horizontal angle, and then we will be using tan theta 1, the vertical angle. So when we want to measure D sine theta, D sine theta 1, we will be using the D tan theta or D tan. If we want to determine H1, we will be using the formula D tan theta 1. So we will be using, right? We will be using D tan, right? Theta 1. H1 is equal to D tan theta 1 is given by, right? Is given by D sine beta into theta 1. That is D sine beta into theta 1. That is vertical angle. And this horizontal angle from R to P divided by tan theta 1 minus tan theta 2 divided by sine alpha plus beta. Okay, sine alpha plus beta. Okay, so this particular formula we will be using when we want the angle H1 is equal to tan theta 1. If we want H1, then what we will be using? We will be using the formula D sine beta into theta 1. D sine beta is the angle made from R to P, and theta 1 is the vertical angle, then divided by sine alpha plus sine beta. That is your horizontal angles. Okay. Now, how can I get the RL of Q? How I can get the RL of Q is, right? How I can get the RL of Q is the your this benchmark reading plus this, then plus this H1 tan theta 1. So how I can get is RL of benchmark, right? At Q, at P plus S plus H1. So H1 we have determined it, that is H1 D tan theta 1 plus S, that is staff reading, and then RL of the benchmark. RL of the benchmark is nothing but your this particular point, right? Plus S plus this particular value. Okay. Then we will be finding check. As a check, what we are going to do as a reverse, right? Here, what we have done, R to P, we have noted down the angle beta. Here, R to P, the horizontal D will be common, sine alpha. From P to R, we will be noting down the horizontal angle and the vertical angle tan theta 2. If we want the angle tan theta 2, right? Here, we are going to multiply tan theta 2 divided by sine alpha plus sine beta. So alpha plus beta are nothing but the horizontal angle. So alpha plus beta are horizontal angle. Here, if you want theta 1 will be here. Then D sine beta opposite. Instead of alpha, we will be using beta here. Instead of here, we will be using alpha. So this is what we are going to do. So this particular thing is going to be important for us in order to solve the problem. I hope the things are clear. Yes? Is it clear? Is it clear? Murugesh?
हाँ सर.
Is it clear?
हाँ सर.
Okay, Irshad?
Yes, sir.
Irshad, is it
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? Okay, shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will solve one problem. We will solve one problem in today's class, and we are going to finish the session, this particular session. System is hanging, just a minute. So one thing that you need to understand is when we are in the different plane, the angles we are measuring, then we will be using the angles are in the different plane. See, this is H1 and this has to become H2. Okay, so by mistake, it has, I have mentioned till here, it has to become H2. Now we will read one particular problem, right? To find the elevation of Q, right? To find the elevation of Q of a hill, a flagstaff of 2 meter height. This height is 2 meter, right? Was erected, and the observation made from two stations P and R, which are 60 meter apart. So this angle P and Q, P and R are 60 meter apart. So this is the distance B, right? Which is this distance is B. They are 60 meters apart from each other. The angle, the observations from made from P and R. Okay. The horizontal angle measured at P between R, right? The horizontal angle in between P and R is how much? It is 60 degree 30 minutes. It is 60 degree 30 minutes. Okay. And from R between the top and the flag and the staff was 68 degree. From R to P, it is 68 degree 18 minutes. From P to R, it is 60 degree 30 minutes, and from R to P, it is 68 degree 18 minutes. The angle of elevation to the top of the flag, right, at P was measured to be, right, at P. From P, it is how much? Alpha 1, that is your vertical angle. It is 10 degree 12 minutes. And from R, it is, they are looking towards, from P, you are going to look towards Q. You will be getting a vertical angle 10 degree 12 minutes. And from R to P, you are going to look, you are going to get an angle 10 degree 48 minutes. Okay. Then the staff reading on benchmark, right, when the instrument was at P is equal to 1.965. The reading at benchmark from P is 1.965, and from R it is 2.055. So from R, if you take the staff reading, it is 2.055. Okay. Calculate the elevation of the top of the hill if the benchmark was, right, 435.065. So benchmark they have given to you, right, and you need to calculate the height of Q. Okay. So what I have told, how you are going to determine the height Q? You are going to determine the benchmark plus staff reading plus H D tan alpha, right? If you determine this, your work is going to be get over. So now what we are going to interested in? We are interested in D tan alpha 1. Okay, H1 is equal to D tan alpha 1. So straight away we will take H1 is equal to D tan alpha 1. But what is D tan alpha 1, right? Here the distance B, right? B sine theta 2 into tan alpha 1, that is sine theta 2 is nothing but I have told the horizontal angle, right? Instead of this, we will be taking the horizontal angle, right? So B sine theta 2 tan alpha 1. Tan alpha 1 is the vertical angle, and theta 1, it is theta 2 is the horizontal angle divided by sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2. So B is here, this particular distance they have already given. So that is 60 sine 68 degree 18 minutes. Tan alpha 1 is 10 degree 12 minutes divided by sine theta 1 is, right, theta 1 is 60 degree 30 minutes, and theta 2 is 68 degree 18 minutes. So we have found out the height h1, right? So how we are going to find out this height? Q is equal to this particular benchmark plus this and plus this. So what value we are going to get? The RL of the instrument axis at P is how much? It is 435.065 plus, right? Plus your staff reading, right? This plus this. So we will be getting this particular thing. And then what we want the height of Q. So it is 12.87. So H1 is equal to D10 alpha 1 is 12.87. So if we add, we will be getting the RL of Q from P is 449.90. As a check, what we are going to do, right? As a check, what we are going to do, H2 from height H2, we want to calculate this height. I have to extend till this, but I have done till this. So H2, how we are going to get it? We are going to get it by using the formula B sine theta 1. Opposite side theta 1 we are going to get. From here, from R, we are going to note down this H2. From R, we are going to get this particular height H2. So how we are going to get it? B sine theta 1. So B is 60, sine theta 1 is 60 degree 30 minutes, and tan beta, right? The tan alpha 2, that is 10 degree 48 minutes, divided by sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2. So 60 degree 30 minutes plus 68 degree 18 minutes. Okay, so this is how we are going to get it over here, and we are going to get the height H2. Okay, this is the height we are going to get it H2. So how we are going to get the RL of Q, right? RL of Q from R, how we are going to get it? The RL of the instrument axis plus staff reading plus H2. So we are going to get it as 435.065 plus 2.055. 2.0055 is your staff reading from R to staff reading, right? That is the height of instrument you are going to get. Then 12.78 is your height H2, right? Is it clear to you all? As a check, we are going to do from P is your exact answer, right? But as a check, if both are coming same, here 449 from P to Q, and from R to Q, it is coming again 449.9. So both values are 449.9. So it is coming, if it is getting matched with each other, then whatever the problem we have done, that we have done it correctly. Do you have any doubt in this?
No, sir. No, sir.
Irshad, Murugesh,
No,
Nihal, Nihal. Yes, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, I hope the problems
sir.
are easy, but you need to do the practice in order to solve the problems from trigonometric leveling. If you want to solve the problems on all these things, you need to repeat the things from the textbook, right? And whatever the problems we have solved from the textbook, also you need to solve the problem, and from the classes also you need to solve the problem. See, I can solve, say, some of the examples, but I cannot solve all the problems, right? So you need to refer the different textbook. You refer BC Punmia, SK Duggal, right? If you refer these textbooks, then and if you solve the problem, your things will be getting simplified, right? By attending the classes, you will get to know how to solve the problems, but exactly when you are going to sit, when you are going to refer the different textbooks, and you will be getting out the new problems. Okay, so you need to refer the different textbooks also in order to solve these kind of a problem. Do you have any doubt? Yes?
No, sir.
Okay. So we
Yes,
have
sir.
finished by single plane and a double plane method. I think single plane, what is single plane, what is double plane? I think you have understood. Single plane is when you are going to take down the vertical reading with the vertical reading in the same line, right? And the double plane is nothing but when you are going to take it, when you are going to measuring, when you are going to sight the vertical angle, right, with the vertical plane is going to be changed. So that is nothing but your single plane and the double plane. Do you have any doubt?
No,
Yes?
sir.
Okay. So we will see if anything is remaining in this. We will see the syllabus. We will see it, and if anything is remaining, then we will cover it. Yes. So theodolite survey and the instrument adjustments, that is first model. Theodolite and its type. What are the different types of theodolites? Yes. Different types of theodolite.
Transit, non-transit.
Very good. Fundamental access and different parts of theodolite we have studied. Uses of theodolite, it is completed. What are the temporary adjustments of theodolite? Completed. Measurement of horizontal and vertical angle covered. Step-by-step procedure for determining or obtaining the permanent adjustments, that we have finished. Then trigonometric leveling, heights and distances by using the plane and double plane method, that is single plane and double plane method. So your module 1 here, it is completed, nothing has been left. Okay, so in the next class onwards we are going to discuss module 2. So as we know that we are going to merge with along with the division B, fourth B also we are going to merge, as tomorrow they don't have any of the class. So for tomorrow to you also there will be no class, right? So we are going to start a new timetable will be circulated to you, right? So that will be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday we are actually having the class, but we are not going to take the class on Fridays from the next week onwards. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we will be having the classes for advanced survey, right? So we will be merging with the 8B, whatever the link will be shared to you, it will be shared to the 8B division also. So we both together, we will be starting the classes. I request you all, I will be sharing you the link within, say, before 5 minutes of the class, so that I can admit all the A and B division students. The list will be more. So I will share you the link before 5 minutes of the class. So you need to join on time. Don't delay in order to join the class. If you are having any doubt with respect to your module 1, right, you can ask me anytime, right? So you can WhatsApp me or you can call me, and your doubts should be get clarified. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes, is there?
No, sir.
Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, the speed and all, is it okay? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then we will end the session over here. We will finish. We are finished with module 1. And, from the next class, we will start with module 2. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.